Hello everyone, this is United Nagas. Today we're gonna talk about the short history of Phom Naga tribe of Nagaland. We believe making this video on those topics where it is important to have basic knowledge about the subject so that the younger generation will aware about the culture and tradition of their ancestors which help the structure and foundation of our people and our society. The Phom Naga are the Tibeto-Burmese Naga ethnic group inhabits the northeast Indian state of Nagaland. They spoke Sino-Tibetan language. Their traditional territory lies between the territories of Konyak in the northeast, the Ao in the west, and the Chang in the south. The origin of the Phoms, like that of other Naga people, is uncertain. One oral tradition of the Phoms, like that of the Ao Nagas, states that their ancestors originate from stones. They also believe that their ancestors migrated to Mount Konyak, a mountainous hill in Longling district, and from there separated to different villages. The origin of the Phom is obscure. There are many opinions regarding the origin of its name. Some say that their name is derived from a beautiful lady named Bhumla, which means the Lady of the Clouds. Legend says that she and her husband had many offsprings and their descendants were called Phom. Other narrative says that the name Phom came from the word palm, which means rubber tree or banyan tree, given by the British when they visited the Phom area and found the banyan tree in every main entrance of the Phom villages. When they asked about the name of the tree, the natives replied that it was called palm. Some say that the name was given by the English after the word Phum, which means cloud. They gave this name because the Phom area was mostly covered by clouds, especially during winter. Hence, the attribution as the land of clouds and the name Phom came into existence. Like any other Naga tribe, Phom were nature worshippers. They practiced the culture of head hunting and give all glory to the warrior until first half of the 20th century. Christian missionaries brought the gospel of Jesus Christ in this region, but the response to the gospel was reluctant and slow. Thus continued practice of head hunting even while in the midst of preaching gospel to them. On 6 June 1952, Phom Day was started under the dynamic leadership of late Ham Nhi and late Yung Dao and other Phom intellectual leaders from different villages. On this day, they took a pledge to stop headhunting, killing, and attacking rival villages. This day marks the ending of headhunting era and beginning of new dawn in Phom land. Phom Day is a unique beach day observed by the Phom community on 6 June every year. Agriculture is the traditional occupation of the Phoms. They practice jam cultivation. The Phoms also have a tradition of pottery, bamboo work, and spinning. Before arrival of Christianity, like the Konyaks and the Changs, they used to expose the dead bodies on rice platforms instead of pouring them. Phom's culture, tradition, and language is closely related to the Konyak Nagas of Nagaland and the Wangchon Nagas in Arunachal Pradesh. The traditional Phom dressing was indicative of the social status of the wearer. The ordinary clothing included a white Viha ashak or a dark blue Nampong ashak shawl-like body wrap. A man who had taken a head or offered fish had the privilege to wear a kauri-ornamented shawl, finite hengyu. The women used to wear skirts called shungnang, which came in different colors, designs, and patterns. The Phoms have four major festivals, the most important of which is Monyu. The others are Moha, Bungvam, and Pangmo. Monyu is the most important traditional festival of the Phoms, usually celebrated from 1st to 6th April every year. This festival marks the end of winter and onset of summer. The festival involves community feasting, dancing, singing, and social work, such as repairs and construction of bridges. During the festival, the men present their married daughters or sisters with pure rice beer and special food to show their affection and respect. 1 or 2 days before the festival, its arrival is signaled by beating log drums with a distinct tune called Lan Nyangshim. The priest or the village elder predict whether the festival would bring a blessing or a curse. Day 1. Shungdan Laifen. On this day, overall preparation is done for the festivities. Households participate in collection of wrapping leaves and bamboos. Day 2. Aiha Okshok. On this day, each pair groups get together to celebrate the feast by killing their jointly brought animals. Day 3. Chinki Okshok. On this day, every family that has animal be slaughtered for the celebration of the festival. Day 4. Yantu. On this day, general festivity and arrival of guests, relatives and friends from far and near come and feast together. Day 5. Chingdam. On this day, the whole community members wear colorful costumes and indulge in drinking, dancing, and celebrating with friends. Day 6. Yin-Yan. As the name suggests, it is the closing day and dispersal day. In this way, the Monyu festival of Phom is celebrated with great significance. But with the advent of Christianity, followed by the mass conversion into Christianity, for some time the Phom did not give much importance to traditional festival, because traditional beliefs and practices as devilish and outdated. And it because of this kind of wrong understanding that many of Phom's culture were lost. But today, with the dawn of new understanding that Christianity can also be adapted to the Phom culture and that traditional value can also be incorporated in the process of modernization, Phom youngsters are making strong efforts to rediscover and preserve rich heritage. We, the United Nagas, express immense joy and heartfelt wishes to Phom Naga for continue making every effort for the preservation and development of rich cultural heritage. We also urge the people of Nagaland to deeply inspire to learn from the leaders and beast heroes of Phom elders and to a pledge to be peaceful, loyal, forgivingness and unity among all, and bestow everyone with happiness and prosperity in the state of Nagaland. Kuknalim.